Yo, what's up, everyone? Sorry for the technical difficulties. Man, I don't know what was going on, but I think we're live. I'm gonna check it out real quick on my YouTube to see if we are there. But we should be there. Just waiting for you guys to join on in, and I'm gonna be here to answer any questions you guys got, and we'll just kind of talk through my picks. We'll go from there. Damien, always here first, man. Look at him go. Appreciate it. Let me just get our thumbnail up and running, and we should be all good. How's it going, Joker Jokic? The main homies are sliding through. I never doubted it. Never a doubt in my mind that you guys would be here. All right. So how's everyone's day going? Anyone got any quick questions while I get into them? I guess normally I'll have my picks on the screen, but today we had some technical difficulties. So my picks, if you didn't watch earlier's video, I got Norm Powell's over 24.5 points. It might be up to 25.5 at the moment. Not exactly sure. So we got 24.5 points. Then I have the Hawks versus Raptors over. I bet it at 225, but in the video it might have been 227.5. Interesting enough, I will take the extra points any day of the week. We also had, what else? Jimmy Butler over 39.5 points, rebounds, assists. I put a lot of money on that one, so I'm expecting that to go right. Not sure how the Heat game will go. Heat versus Magic. I do know the Heat became bigger. I guess, can you guys hear me? Is my next question. Oh, okay. Okay, you guys can't hear me. I was a little confused. I saw some comments like, what? All right, just making sure. Yeah, so to recap, I just said Raptors, Hawks. Okay, you guys can't hear me. Then I got, what else do I have? I have the Hornets. They went down a point. I don't really know why, but Hornets minus 4.5. So, hey, I'll take that. What else do I have? Sorry, I'm trying to. It was so many technical difficulties. My mind's all over the place. So, but I see we got 10 people in here, and that's more than I expected. So, drop your comments down below, and we'll try kind of just dive into some of your questions. And I'm just happy to be here. I plan on being live every single day, probably around 6 p.m. I would always check the day's video when I normally post in the morning, but yeah, I'll try to be here almost every single day, kind of giving you my thoughts and picks. Every day in the morning, I'll have my 6 kind of player props and parts and player props and spreads. And then in that video, if I'm not going to be able to stream at night, I'll let you guys know there. I do see Anti-Abe. I was just asking because I'm part of a podcast we're looking up. I don't really know what you mean by that, but no, I'm just hanging out. I just figured I'd jump on here for probably 40 minutes, and then post it for anyone that can't make it. But just gonna kind of talk through some things. Suns are a lock, Alex Rangel. I would say so. I do not know. Does anyone know if Booker's playing? I have not looked. I got home from work, and so I don't really know. I didn't see that, but I would assume normal. I saw they were like 24.5. So I guess you go from there. So I do like Suns money line tonight. That is why they earned my parlay, which is I have the Hornets, Pistons, but the public seems to be on the Pistons covering tonight, which I'm surprised. Yeah, Evan, I don't know if Booker's playing. We can do some research real quick. It looks like he's fine. Looks like he will be active tonight from just Google searching. I like Jimmy Butler over 16.5 rebounds and assists, slightly better than PRA. Yeah, no, Evan, I kind of agree with that. I could see that. He's been killing that line as well. I wouldn't be betting his points, rebounds, and assists over if it wasn't for him killing the rebounds and assists as well. So I just think he'll score at will. I think James Ennis, the Magic's arguably best defenders, out. Obviously, Vucevic is down there, but Ennis is out. Fournier's out. They got everyone out, and then Adebayo's out. So a lot of the ball in Jimmy Butler's hands. Still waiting to see the Heat kind of kick it in the swing of things. You know, they started really well, at least the last like 2 weeks. I think they're like on a 6-game winning streak, but the Adebayo injury doesn't help. But hey, you get to start off your All-Star after post All-Star break against the Magic. Doesn't really get much better than that. And I'm a Magic fan, so I can say that. No disrespect to them. The Magic just are. They're depleted. They're normally the 8th seed almost every single year, but yeah, this year not the same. Just play Jimmy Butler triple-double. Yeah, you know, I could see that. I try not to bet too many triple-doubles. Obviously, you can see in my long shot parlay of the day, which tomorrow I'll make sure all of the picks are on the screen, whether they're down there or down there. But yeah, you got Jimmy Butler triple-double, and honestly, wouldn't front him. But you see my long shot parlay of the day. Norm Powell over 30 points. Harden triple-double, which Harden's been killing it. And then Tobias Harris 30-plus points. Understand why someone would be nervous about Tobias Harris. It was more of just a hunch play. His over-under's 24.5, so Vegas obviously expects a bigger game out of him tonight. So, you know, we will see. We'll see. It's a long shot parlay. It's not, if it cashes, heck, good to all of you. But I wouldn't be putting a full unit on that unless you like you like dancing with the devil, I guess. putting a full unit on a plus 3,000 odds parlay. Go crazy. If you got that money, man, send some my way. I need to figure out how to get a donation tab on here. Kyle Lowry over 3.5 threes. Is that what I read? Yeah, I agree with that, Damian. I think that is a good. I think Tobias should hit all of his numbers tonight. I didn't look at all of them. I considered them. Logan, yeah, Magic money lines lock. Yeah, you're not wrong. Queen fan. Any props that you saw in the Discord chat that you liked or didn't like? I saw a couple. Just to think of ones. Someone said Paul George assists. Not a big fan of betting on that. Paul George, you know, some games he'll hit his assists. I think it's 5.5. He'll hit that easily. Hit 7 or 8. And then other games he'll get 2. And so I don't like to bet someone that's not even going to get close. All I'm asking for is a chance. Obviously, if you know, there's obviously if there's a you know, I lost my train of thought. But obviously, if there's going to be misses. It's a make or miss league. So obviously, I'm not going to expect, you know, it to go right every single time. But I try to bet a bet that kind of has a better chance of going right than wrong. And that's kind of my thought. So Paul George assists I saw there, which I'm not a big fan of either way. Clint Capella rebounds. A lot of people were talking about that one. Not sure how I feel about Clint Capella. I mean, when you look at his game log, all games where he has 17, 21, crazy efficiency against the Raptors. Great team that he could fill it up against. Aaron Baines doesn't really scare me, and neither does Chris Boucher. Capella should have a big night, so I just am afraid to bet rebound totals because I've seen rebounds go, you'll shoot them, and then it'll go exact opposite way. They'll keep clanking every single time, but it'll go the exact wrong way for you. So that's why I try to stick away from rebounds. You know, I'll take points, rebounds, and assists, or rebounds plus assists, but I'm not one to normally bet just rebounds or just assists because it does never go right. Cantor rebounds. I just saw that in the chat. Deshaun. Yeah, I like Cantor's rebounds tonight. I do not know what it is right now. Last night when I was doing some research for my video, it was 12.5, and I took that and ran with it. Then it went up to 13.5, and I was like, eh. But you look at his game log, and I could look at his game log real quick. Cantor. You know, Cantor's been as consistent as it comes, and it's against Ayton. Ayton isn't necessarily someone that spreads the floor, so you know that's kind of what I look for if I'm going rebounds. And I just said I don't normally bet rebounds, but so I'm kind of contradicting myself there. But yeah, I think Cantor has a good shot tonight. You know, against Ayton and the Suns a couple nights ago, what did he have? He had 15 rebounds. You know, he's had 14 plus, and what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 of his last 5 games, so he should be able to hit that. I do like Cantor's rebounds. You know, like I was saying before I got off track, Ayton he just stands out. He doesn't shoot jump shots, so it's not going to scare me for Cantor. He's just going to be in the paint 24/7, and they're going to need him at least somewhat on defense to stop Ayton, who I also have his player prop over. I have Ayton's over in points 16.5. Let me get back to Kyle Lowry. Someone said his player prop over 3.5 threes. Looking at this, he fires it up a hell of a lot, but I don't know. It's something that I found it funny that we bet on Lowry's under in rebounds and assists because it was looking so good this year, and then he hits a career high in assists. So that's kind of funny, but I don't know if I'd bet on the Kyle Lowry one. He has 3 threes in 5 straight games, but he's been ended on 3 or 4 consistently, and it's not like he's not shooting many. Last game he had 11, but the game before that only 5, then 5 before, 7, 5, 4, 4, 8, 0, 7, 6, 7, 9. He's just not shooting a lot of threes, so not someone I'm going to really bet on is over in threes, but he should continue to fill up the stat sheet for sure. I mean, he's the only one that they have. Alex said, best of luck, Logan. Yeah. Might as well just Venmo me that money, Logan. Do I think Vooch scores 35 plus? I don't know if Butler has a trip dub since Dragic has been back. Vooch, oh man. I was just talking about Vooch, and that kind of goes back to Queen fans, your question. Someone did mention Vooch, if I had actually might have been in the comments here, but 26.5 points. I think that's what Vucevic's line is, and I love it. I wish I would have looked at it earlier. When you look at Vucevic's last 4 or 5 games before the All-Star break, he was killing it, averaging easily hitting his player prop over 28 points in 4 straight games. As we already talked about, Magic are going to be down a lot of people. So I like Vooch to continue it. It helps that Bam Adebayo is not there. Definitely like that Bam is not playing. And you know that the what's it called? The Heat don't have a backup big man. You do see in my DFS game that I do have Precious Achiuwa in my lineup. So, we'll see how he does, but I think Nikola Vucevic, I like his over in just points. 35 plus is asking for a lot. But, it's plus 410, so I wouldn't be opposed to putting maybe a couple dollars on that, but I'm not I don't know. 35 is asking for a lot out of Nikola Vucevic. But he can do it. I just think that game is going to go under personally in terms of the Heat versus Magic. I think that's an under if I've ever seen one. Magic don't score points, neither do the Heat. So I'll ride with that. And let's see what else we got in the comments here. Michael Carter-Williams under 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. T-Bean, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan. Someone was asking me about MCW's his player prop over, which I think is 13.5, which seems like a lot for MCW, and truthfully it kind of is, but when you look at his last couple games when he's getting a lot of minutes, which, Luka is out, wow. And not surprised to see I saw the spread, and there's no way that spread against the Thunder would be 5.5 if he was active. So not surprised. But back to MCW. Yeah, he's at 18 points, 20 points in the last 2 games. Granted, it was a week ago, but he's been killing it. And so I would not be touching that player prop under. If anything, I'd touch the over, but I understand why you're hesitant and why you're looking at it. But personally, I like the over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists for MCW. Cantor over rebounds. Already talked about that. I would take the over 13.5 or 12.5. If you get it at 12.5, that's even better. But 13.5, I think you can get that. How do I feel about Kyrie's over? Oh man, that's a tough one. It's hard to bet on one of these either Harden. It's harder when even Durant's there, but Harden or Kyrie, I just never know. And I honestly don't look at. So normally, to be honest, when I'm going through and looking at night, normally don't look at Irving or Harden's points because I just never know which one of them is going to say, you know what, it's my night tonight. And so that's why I stay away from him because, Kyrie could drop 28 in his sleep, but then you look at games like he'll drop 24, 21, 27. I mean, he hasn't hit it in 4 straight games, 5 of 6. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to be a fool to bet his under. I don't do that. Don't bet unders on star players. But 27.5 is asking for a lot. I'd love it more if it was like a 25. You alt spread it to like 25. I think you could hit that. But granted, that's only 2 3-point difference. But Hey, yeah, that's what I'm gonna ride with. Norm Powell over 3.5 threes. I do like that. Norm Powell, and he's a legend. Who doesn't like themselves some Norm Powell? If you guys don't know, last year I was a big Norm Powell fan. He was one of my favorite players to watch. I always thought he needed more run, and so happy to see him in the starting lineup, even when they're really majority healthy. But happy to see him in there. Obviously, they've had, I don't know, I'd be curious to see how many games that they are actually healthy with Anunoby, Van Vliet, Siakam, Lowry. He probably won't make the lineup, but yeah, I mean, you look at his last, I'm on Norm Powell's over tonight, so obviously I'll take his over 3.5 threes. He's had 4+ in 3 straight games, and those are the games that he's playing more minutes, shooting more shots. He should be able to get that, especially a good matchup against the Hawks. They don't play a lick of defense. I ain't afraid of them. LaMelo Ball, 12.5 points in this. Wait, is that? I don't know. 12.5. I see points and assists. Is that? Are you meaning? That can't be points and assists. Maybe rebounds and assists. I would take that. I mean, he's maybe. I don't know. Devontae Graham's supposedly back, so that's an iffy one. Let's see what else. Who y'all like in Celtics Nets game? That's a tough game to predict. Celtics on one hand always let everyone down. Then on the other hand, the public is just hammering the heck out of the Nets. So it depends who shows up. Personally, I do think the under hits for whatever reason. It doesn't make sense. It's a Celtics Nets game, but yeah, I'm gonna lean towards. I would lean towards the Nets because that's what the public is doing. But screw it. We're going Celtics. I think the Celtics cover and win tonight. Doesn't make any sense, but you know what? Betting doesn't make sense half the time, so we'll be taking it. You said points and rebounds. And I take that over if that's what it is for LaMelo, unless I missed something. All right, moving on. What do you think of Harden double-double? Jokic said he bet on that. I like Harden double-double. That's a very good bet to make. Tobias 19 points. No. Maybe you're alt spreading. If you can get Tobias 19 points, heck yeah, take it. He should easily drop 20. He's already dropping 20 almost every game, so I would take that no matter what. MCW under Damian is disrespecting MCW. All right, keep that same energy, Damian. Just kidding, man. I don't care about MCW. I think he's I won't call him trash. That's disrespectful. He's an NBA player. He's a rookie of the year. Come on. He's one of the best. He was a rookie of the year, man, back in 2015. You got to put some respect on his name. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. How about Harden triple-double? Yeah, I already like Harden triple-double and Nets win performance double. I don't know what the odds are for that. Probably plus 400. Yeah, I like Harden triple-double. He's been killing it lately. I don't know who Marcus Smart's going to be guarding, but probably just be fouling like a muh out there. Plus, he also could be on he'll likely put Marcus Smart on Kyrie, although I don't know how many minutes we're expecting out of Marcus Smart tonight, so proceed with caution. How about Porzingis props now? Yeah, can anyone let me know if Porzingis, who's in, who's out? If Porzingis and Luka are out, it's a Tim Hardaway show down there. Tim Hardaway Jr., Josh Richardson, and Jalen Brunson show, and Jesus, they're all going to attempt 20 shots a night. Good luck with that, my friends. I would hedge out of the Mavs money line. No thanks. No thank you at all. Still 11 viewers. Thank you guys all for this. Man, we're trying to go hard on this channel, and we need all your guys' support. So, thank you again for everything, man. This has been crazy. We're gonna keep running. Pretty sure Marcus Smart isn't getting more than 22 minutes. Yeah, that would make sense. He's gonna be at a minutes limit. What do you think? What do you guys think about the Celtics? Do you think, as they're currently constructed, how far you think they can get? Obviously, last year they kind of disappointed in the playoffs, but Kemba Walker hasn't been himself ever since a couple injuries. I don't know. What do you guys think of the Celtics? What do you think they can do to improve their team? Do they trade Kemba Walker? I don't know. Just thoughts. Steven Adams over 8.5 rebounds. I'm trying to get to everyone's question. If I miss it, I am sorry. Feel free to Discord it to me afterwards, and if you aren't new, man, join that Discord. There's a lot of you in there. A lot of you came from there to here. A lot of you in this chat are in the Discord, so go join that. I think we're at almost 50 members. It's just unreal. But yeah, go join that. Good time down there. Oh, Steven Adams rebounds. I don't know about that. I see 5 in back-to-back games, 11, 6, 13, 15, 3, 7. What did he have last time these two teams played? He had oh no, he had 3 rebounds. Yeah, no, whoever's T-Bean or yeah, I'm not gonna do Steven Adams over in rebounds. When like I talked about earlier with Ayton, you know, Ayton's never in. He just sits in the paint or on the free throw line. He doesn't leave. With Karl-Anthony Towns, the man thinks he's a 3-point shooter, and you know he's a good shooter, but he's just out on the 3-point line firing it up. I don't think Adams will be. He'll have to be out there and respect him, so I don't expect him to necessarily pile up a ton of rebounds. Just my thoughts. How many units for the Harden double-double? Tobias 19 and Hornets win. Sounds too good to be true. That means you probably should run away. You know, I try not to do, especially for parlays like that, I don't ever play a full unit. Like the long shot parlay I did today, I only put a couple dollars on it to win me like a unit or a couple units. Not gonna throw away my money on parlays. You will never get far in betting. In my opinion, betting parlays a lot more straight up bets, and that's kind of the long term key to success. What are George Williams? My man is back in this chat. What's my play of the day? Spreads / totals. Oh, my plays of the day. I don't know if you're asking what my record is. My record's been pretty well on spreads and totals. I would have to calculate it, but we've done very well the last, I don't know, 10, like probably 2-3 weeks. We've done very well on spreads and totals. Tonight I got Hornets -4.5. Technically I had 5.5 in the video earlier this morning, but hey, I'll take an extra point when I can get it. Hawks Raptors over, whatever the line is. They should hit 240 tonight, in my opinion. And then I got the Bucks versus Knicks under. Just a thought on the Bucks Knicks. You know I love Knicks unders, and I'm gonna bet it again tonight on the road. Knicks might struggle to score points. Could easily be a blowout. Plus D Rose isn't there. You have Elfrid Payton running around. What else we got? Fox to get 25 and Kings win, or Holmes to get double and Kings win. Evan, you are really in on the Kings winning tonight. What gives you so much confidence in the Sacramento Kings, my friend? Yeah. You know, Fox, on a side note, Fox has been very good this year. One of my favorite players, you know, one of my favorite players in the NBA. And so I really like Fox, like his game. Just, don't know how I feel about this Kings team, and I don't know if I would bet on him to get 25. I do know that. Yeah, Houston is awful. Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, Evan, side note, I don't know if Christian Wood is playing. Actually, I don't think Christian Wood is playing. So I appreciate completely forgot that they played against Houston. I just don't know. I think Tyrese Halliburton is back, so that's kind of scaring me away from picking on Fox, because with Tyrese not there, he has the ball in his hands 20. I don't love the odds for either of those. Every time I pick a Kings player, though, so keep in mind, every time I pick a Kings player, it's someone else. The other night I had a DFS lineup with, it was the Hornets Kings game. I had De'Aaron Fox, I had Harrison Barnes, and then I had a couple Hornets players. Of course, Buddy Hield goes off for like 35 plus points. It just be like that, I guess. What else we got in here? Fade the Celtics. Yeah, take the Nets. Hey, Jokic, we're riding with the Celtics. I don't really know. Don't take that pick into consideration with my normal bets. But Celtics versus Nets. Your guess is as good as mine. The Nets could win by 25, and I wouldn't be surprised. What do you think about Jimmy Butler over 8.5 assists, Lonzo over 5.5, Terry Rozier over 2.5 threes, and Clint Capella over 14.5 points? That's a lot. That's a mouthful. Jimmy Butler, if I'm not mistaken, I don't have time to pull up all of his numbers, but 8.5 assists. He's been pretty much hitting 9 or 10 pretty consistently. Lonzo Ball over 5.5 assists. I think he should be able to get that. It's against the Timberwolves. That one's Terry Rozier and the Clint Capella one are the ones that scare me, because Clint Capella, that man, some games he'll have 20 points, 20 rebounds. Next game he'll have like 8 points and like 18 rebounds. He makes no sense. So I try not to. So Corey, to answer your questions, I like the first 2 legs. Terry Rozier's, I haven't looked at Terry Rozier in terms of what he normally is doing. I do believe Devontae Graham, and although I think he does return tonight, he was probable. I don't think that will take away from a lot of what Rozier does, but Rozier and Logan in our chat can confirm this. He doesn't like to play whenever you bet on him. You know, he's an all or nothing guy. He's at 6 threes, 3, 1, 3, 1, 0. It's like he either hits his over easily or he gets nothing. And so it's like asking you, how lucky do you feel? And, you know, against the Pistons, I would say he should be able to do it, but I don't want to guide you wrongly. But I do like those first 3 legs, Corey. Clint Capella over 14.5 points is the one that kind of scares me. Damian, I don't know if Luka and Porzingis. Which one of these do I like the best? Sorry, George, I've been on a tangent. Which one of these 3 do I like the best? Hornets, Raptors, Hawks. I kind of like them all equally, but if I had to pick one, got Hornets minus 4.5, Hawks, Raptors over. I'm gonna take the Hawks, Raptors over. That's the one I like the best, and that would be my. If I had to only play one bet tonight, I think I would do Hawks, Raptors over. I do know the line has gone down 1 or 2 points, but I'm not really scared about that. I think both of these teams should be able to fill it up, and they both attempt a lot of free throws and play super fast, especially with Van Vliet and Siakam out. You don't have Siakam doing a spin move, bricks, and all that shit out there. So yeah, we'll take I'll put Hawks Raptors over. What else we got in here? As a Mavs fan, I say Thunder might take this unless Brunson, Hardaway, Richardson goes crazy. Yeah. The Thunder are a weird team to watch. Big Shai Gilgeous-Alexander fan, SGA over here. But yeah, they're just like, some games you get Roby. You got Isaiah Roby. He'll go 0 for 10. Same thing with Darius Baisley, who I had in DFS when he went 0 for 8. It's just like, they're so inconsistent and so young. So a lot to process. You just don't know. I just don't know. You know, it's Thunder could win. Would I be surprised? And let's see what else we got in here. Whoa. Okay, I think we're good. I think we had a second. I stream off my phone, and so this is my first time. So a lot of new things to learn. Should have put it on Do Not Disturb. I got a phone call, and that's why we lagged. But let's see what else. Damian said looks like Josh Richardson's points up to 18.5. Yeah, I'm not gonna pick any specific one of those maps. Just was my original thoughts. I think one of them is dropping 25 plus points tonight, and I can guarantee that. But just roll a dice, flip a coin, and they'll eliminate one of them. Either Josh Richardson, Tim Hardaway Jr., or Brunson. I think one of them either scores 25 tonight. Clint Capella over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Let's see. I haven't checked Mr. Capella, his normal stat line, in a hot minute. So let's see what the man has. How's everyone's day going? Take Maxey for 10.5? Hell no. If you're betting on Maxi Kleber to score points, you deserve to lose money. That's how I feel about Maxi Kleber. Okay, yeah. So I kind of felt the same about his 14.5 points total for Clint Capella. So what was your line? It's 30.5. I mean, there's no reason to even include assists at that rate. You might as well just do points and rebounds because the buddy doesn't get. He has less than 1 assist, 1 or less assists in literally almost every game on my game log. He had 1 game with 2 assists. Woohoo! But I don't know. You're asking. The matchup is good. I won't deny that. The Raptors matchup is good. I did not check. I mean, the Raptors, first time they played, he had 23 and 16. I believe I bet on him then. I'd take Capella over both of those. I think one of the rebounds or points that he hits, and I think that will carry him to the over. So I see. Bulls cover. Bulls cover. Jeez. You're asking a tough question, Julio Jones. If you're the real Julio Jones, shout out. But I guess you could be the real one. If you're the NFL receiver Julio Jones, and shout out to you. But Bulls cover. I don't know. You tell me. I just hear. I do not. There's teams, and you'll see in my betting videos every morning and whatnot on this channel, there are teams that I do not bet on, and one of them would be the Chicago Bulls. I just can't. I can't do it. Obviously, they're playing. I'm blanking right now, but I know they are favored tonight because they're playing the Sixers, who have no one. This is how I feel. Should the Bulls win? Yes, they are healthy, and you got The Sixers team who are exactly the opposite. Will the Bulls win? That's up to you. I don't know. I do not know if the Bulls will win. That's just what they do. That's 4 or 5 points if I'm not mistaken. I feel bad losing. See, here's how I make every single bet. When I wake up or I make my bets, or I'm at night betting, and I'll just put a little bit of money, not on my like official place, but here and there. I don't like to go to bed with that sore feeling in my stomach. It's like when you used to, if you would have bet maybe 2 years ago on like the Browns to cover, or even the Jets this year to cover. It's like you don't feel good going to bed knowing I just lost money betting on the New York Jets, or I just lost money betting on the Chicago Bulls to show up and play. I just can't do it. It goes against everything I believe in, and that's kind of how I feel about the Bulls. I think they should cover tonight, but I'm not going to advise you. Go with your gut, whatever you think. If you've done your research, then go with that. I would have to. So if you guys are curious, I use a website called Odds Shark, like odds and then the word shark. And so you know what? Here I'll find. We'll look at this Bulls game. So I think they're down to 3.5. This thing does have the Sixers winning outright, although it's by half a point. And then you look at it. Let's see how Chicago's doing. So Chicago's 1-13 straight up in their last 14 games against an opponent in the Atlantic Division. That doesn't mean anything to me. Oh, here's your stat of the day. Chicago 11-2-1 against the spread in their last 14 games on Thursday at home. If that's not more of a conviction to bet on the Bulls to cover tonight, I don't know what the hell is. I'm giving you free winners. Okay, don't actually follow that. Those are some of the useless stats that I like to see on OddsShark. Yeah, 11-2-1 on Thursday home games in the last 14. Whatever. I don't know how they find those things, but go for it. Kelly, I think you're talking about Kelly Oubre or Olynyk. Oh, you're talking about Olynyk. I don't know. Tough day for tough couple days for white big men for the Miami Heat. So maybe that translates to Kelly Olynyk having a bad game. I don't know. But it's like, yeah, Jokic, yeah, slam it. Hammer cover for the Bulls. Say less, don't even think about it. Yeah, I don't like, it goes back to the same thing. I don't like to bet on scrubs to score points. Because when that Kelly Olynyk goes out there, sure, he could drop 20 points, drop 17 points. Sure, he hits you over, you win money. But when he hits you with like a 3 points on 1-7 shooting, like a Royce O'Neal stat line, you just have to shake your head and you're like, what the hell did I just lose $25 or $50 or $10? I don't even care any amount of money. I'm not betting Kelly Olynyk's over unless I'm at gunpoint and they're like, you got to do it. And then I'm like, I still contemplate it. And I'll be like, fine, I'll do it. So that's how I feel about Kelly Olynyk. I don't know if that disrespected him enough. Evan, I skipped your thing. I think Milton will score 17 and Levine to score 28. Yeah, no, I could see that. I think Shake Milton, man. He's awesome. He's one of my other favorite players to watch. Glad he's going to get some run tonight. He's going to fill it up. Bulls don't play an ounce of defense, and you have Milton out there, Seth Curry, Danny Green. They can't stop Levine. It's just whatever mode of Embiid or Levine we get tonight is the one that we'll see. Yeah, Bam's out. Shoot, easy bet. Yeah. Jimmy Butler, triple-double and a win. Someone already mentioned that above, so it's hard for me to bet on. It's hard for me to bet on a triple-double. It's hard for me to bet, especially for players that don't get them as often. Obviously, you got Jimmy Butler, and he's been great this year, and I would be curious to see how many triple-doubles he has or how he's necessarily done in the last couple games. Well, I know he's done very well. I just don't know if he has a triple-double in the last couple games. Yeah, I mean, he had that crazy run back in mid-February when he had 4 triple-doubles in 5 games. He hasn't had a triple-double since. I don't know. You're asking for a lot. Obviously, could he do it? Yes. A lot. He could do a lot of things, but it's just not a bet that I'm willing to. If you got some money to throw on him, then sure, I could see. I could see him getting a triple-double. I'd much prefer his points, rebounds, assist line and go with that. 39.5 points, rebounds, assists. Even if it's 40.5, he should be able to hit that with ease in his sleep. Yeah, I compared him to Royce O'Neal. That's no disrespect, but maybe I disrespected Royce O'Neal with that comparison. Don't at me. And you guys already know I'm not a big Royce O'Neal fan. It is fun. If you guys watch the Jazz, I'm sure, I don't know if there's a lot of people on the West Coast or East Coast over here, but watch the Jazz one night and watch Royce O'Neal. He just looks like he is a straight up liability. And no disrespect to him. I think he's on the Jazz. He plays his role perfectly. Defense, plays their best player, and then he knocks down threes. But if you ever, and I mean ever, watch Royce O'Neal put the ball on the ground, you know it's going to be a shit show. You just know. You just see him. Oh man, you watch some Jazz basketball, and you will see him just drive into the lane and just throwing it up at the back. He looks so uncoordinated, and you know he's an NBA player. He could probably absolutely destroy me. But you guys saw me shoot 500 free throws, so I'm a little nice with it. But yeah, it's just not. Royce O'Neal, he's a funny one. Magic gonna play an ounce of defense tonight. I want to know if I should take. Red letter day, man. You watched the video earlier. We're hammering Jimmy Butler's over points, rebounds, and assists tonight, no doubt. Yeah, I'm going in on him. Crazy run when Dragic was out. I think Jimmy gets it. Is Dragic out tonight, Evan? I didn't see, so I guess it could happen. But dub and a win is kind of what I would prefer. Real nice payday for Thunder money line, Suns money line, Hawks Raptors over 22.5 or 225. Yeah, I'm sure it is. You got Thunder money line in there and a full spread. So yeah, you're probably like plus 400, 500. He's only there for defense. Yeah, no, DJ Rose. Yeah, I know he's only there for defense. I just think it's funny. It's no disrespect, and I don't want Royce O'Neal coming at me, but I just think it's funny to watch him dribble and shoot it and go for layups. Obviously, he's shooting, I think, over, Royce O'Neal, he's become a meme on this channel already in his short time that I've talked about him, and so he needs some respect. Look at that, career high 3-point shooter, 41.1%. That is a player you want. It's not like he's shooting 2 a game. Most attempts he's ever had, 4.6 a game, 8.3 points. Dang, back in 2017-18, he averaged 10.5. All right, Royce, talk to me nice. What else we got? Taking OKC to win or what? Yeah, no, DJ Rose and Damian. I ain't betting on the damn Thunder to win a basketball game. Have you watched them play? And on a side tangent, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh goodness. Shai Gilgeous, man. I love watching him play, but one day, I don't know if maybe you can send this to him. I just want him to attempt more shots. If I have to watch Isaiah Roby or Luguentz Dort, don't come at me, the Dort stands. Darius Baisley, Theo Maladon, any other Thunder scrub, if I have to watch them shoot any more shots, I might lose it. You look at SGA's efficiency, and he's ridiculous. He's shooting like 10 for 15, 12 for 17. He just doesn't shoot any more damn shots, and it's so frustrating because he's easily their best player. And I won't lie. If you're like, yo, he's passing it first, and these guys aren't making shots, I don't watch a lot of Thunder basketball. Don't blame me. Blame the team. They're trash. So don't blame me. I just want SGA to shoot more. If that man was averaging 22, 25 shots a night, which I know that's not like him, if he averaged that many shots, the buddy would be most improved player. Lock it in easily, no doubt. I'm not alone. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap it up in a couple minutes, but I'm going to give you guys, here is my parlay of the day. Not really a parlay. I think I'm going to start, and if you're new here, click that like and subscribe button. I don't know why you haven't done that already. But here we go. Here we go. I am going to get SGA PRA may be a solid play. He needs more. Yeah, no, exactly. He needs more volume. All right, so here is my themed parlay of the day. So we have our normal parlay. We have our Heat, Heat, Hornets, Suns, and Bucks money line. That's like plus 240. It was plus 300 earlier. Plus 240. I still like that. We have our long shot of the day, which is the Norm Powell, 30-plus points. Tobias Harris, 30-plus points, and Harden triple-double. That's like plus 3,000 odds. Great value there. My themed parlay of the day, and get ready for it. We are doing a weather-themed parlay. We have all of these three teams are going to cover. Thunder, I don't know what their spread is. Thunder to cover. We got the Lightning to cover and the Hurricanes to cover. Sure, we got some hockey in there. We're throwing in. It's a wild one. It's a themed parlay. Who doesn't like a themed parlay? If you're new here, we're starting themed parlays. This is the weather parlay. This stream has turned into something that I don't know where it's going, so we're going to have to wrap it up shortly. But that is my themed parlay of the day. Hurricanes, Thunder, and Lightning to cover. That is a theme. That's a weather parlay, and it doesn't get much better than that. It just doesn't. I don't know how to tell you guys. It doesn't get much better than that. I just gave you a winner. If that cashes tonight, which I think all their spreads are like -1.5 for hockey. If you don't bet on hockey, don't blame you. And then you got Thunder to cover. I don't remember the odds, but I think it was like +600. Yeah, +600 to cover. I don't know if I'll actually bet it, but it's a fun. Who doesn't like a themed parlay? Tomorrow maybe we'll come up with something that's even spicier. I try to think of maybe like a Halloween themed parlay. Maybe some players with like Halloween scary nicknames like Scary Terry. You got Chris Boucher, the Slender Man, Slim Reapers, Kevin Durant. There's a lot of things you can do out there in the betting world. And these are just a couple of my thoughts. I'm really rambling. I don't know where this stream is headed, but as a closing thought to the 11 people, whoever's out there, as we finish and wrap this up, this has been a lot of fun. A lot of fun to me. Let me know if there's any ideas you guys want me to improve. I will have the picks on the screen, either one of these two places tomorrow. I'll have my normal picks on the screen as well as maybe my parlay of the day. If you're new here, click that like and subscribe button to see we're at 627 subscribers. Insane. We're gonna keep growing this baby as big as we can. This has been Austin. Let's make some money tonight. This has been fun. I will see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. I'll be on time tomorrow. This has been Austin. I will catch you guys later. Man, this has been fun. Peace out, everyone. Let's make some money.